As we look back on 2021, we spoke with the CEO of the Canadian Museum for Human Rights, Isha Khan, to reflect on the year and what she hopes to accomplish in the new year. Isha, I appreciate you being here with us today. Tell me, what was 2021 like for you?
2021 was a big year. It was about getting more connected here at work to the people I work with and to the people around the museum who support it. It was about making connections and relationships personally as well. Busy family year, getting kids back to school and just getting used to being back out and about again, full of ups and downs.
And what have you learned since starting your position in August of 2020?
I've learned a lot. I've learned about the need for public institutions to be accountable and how when the public wants something of these institutions, we can and need to respond in ways that meet people where they're at and meet their needs. I've learned about just acknowledging where we are, our place on this land and what came before us. About how we use storytelling to impact others and how we can change and move people in their thinking and broadening their outlook by sharing stories with them.
And what are your thoughts and reflections on this year, on the events that we experienced in Winnipeg?
So many things happened this year in terms of human rights. There's, of course, this summer, many people were shocked by the finding of unmarked graves at residential school sites across the country. For many, that was a time of real learning. Oh, I didn't know about the past. But for many others, it was a time of a different feeling of, it's about time. We've been asking for this. We've been telling you this. Either way you come at it, it was a time, I think, a pivotal time in our country where people have realized we have work to do. We have to understand our past and our history in order to be the kind of society we want to be. So that, of course, we opened various exhibitions, Artivism, the Witness Blanket, which tells the story of residential schools, as well as the Digital Witness Blanket, as part of our work to contribute to truth and to forwarding reconciliation. We talk about human rights. It's a very abstract concept, but when you come into the museum and you start to learn about the stories of our own country, around the world, stories of children and youth, people who stood up for rights, people who struggled, people who advanced rights. It's a pretty special experience. It's one that you take away, and I know in speaking with visitors that people take the experience away and really reflect on it, and it changes you.
And when it comes to making change, what do you hope to accomplish in your role for the new year?
I think we've got a big year ahead of us. We're going to continue to do the work that we've done to address anti-Indigenous and anti-Black racism within the museum and to speak about that more broadly, sharing our journey so that it can help others. I feel really proud of building a leadership team and really a whole staff team at the museum, from volunteers to contractors to staff, that believe in the premise that we're all born free and equal in dignity and in rights. And so that common purpose is what brings us together, and it has empowered us in so many new ways to work with community, to work with different organizations and individuals, to share human rights stories that will inspire some change.
And lastly, what is the message you'd like to say to Winnipeggers this holiday season?
My message to Winnipeggers is have hope. We have so much to celebrate and to feel grateful for. And when I think about the work that we have to do ahead, there is a long road towards creating a world where everyone can live free and equal in their dignity and in rights. But it just takes individuals to work together to achieve that change. And I think we're well on the way. And I'm excited about the year to come.
In Winnipeg, Breanna Marcelo, City News.